Hi guys, so I've got all of my pencil work done on my mandala, and I've been really careful while I was working on it to make sure my centers were aligning well on each piece. You want to make sure, especially at your edges, that things line up really sharply. It's easy sometimes to accidentally move your tracing paper just a little bit and get things slightly off, so take your time here. If you're not super steady with your hands, again, you can use tape to tape it down. So the next step is to take my finished mandala and go ahead and ink it. So I am going to maybe start here for this video. Choose this one. And I am right-handed, so if I draw like this, my hand is just gonna sit over here and be smearing just the whole time I'm drawing. So what I'd recommend is just taking a piece of scratch paper to sit under where your hand is operating, so that you're not smearing all of this drawing underneath, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I am using a Uniball right now. It is a nice waterproof ink. You can use a Sharpie pen or any other waterproof ink that you would like to use. Sorry, I don't know when it focused there. You can use a Sharpie or any other waterproof ink you would like to use. I'm recommending, well, you should use waterproof because you're going to use some watercolor in this design, so this Uniball works well for that. The Sharpie will be waterproof as well. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start this drawing. Okay, so there is one inked right now. My inking is not done at this point. I would say I've really got just kind of the basic marks kind of copied down. One thing that I have done is I have definitely, as I was working, you probably noticed there are a couple of little areas that I was changing because they needed to be slightly tweaked. This is a good time to look at that underdrawing and just know that, that underdrawing might be a little off here and there because of, things that moved when you were doing your vellum, or, just sometimes, the thickness of the graphite has gotten a little bit bigger and it's making your drawing not quite as precise. So you might need to sharpen a couple things up a little bit. I'm going to get my inking to this level all the way around, and then I can start to add emphasis and shading with my inking, just in my black and white work, before I go on to doing anything with color. So I will do a couple more of these, and then I'll show you what I mean by starting to add some emphasis in the inking. Go ahead and work on getting your lines inked. When you get your lines to this point, I do want you to come back in with a light eraser and erase any pencil mark that you have. Also, I would not recommend just inking these lines in unless you really want them or part of them to be part of your design. I kind of actually like the way that they look here at the very center, but as for the rest of the design, like here where there's the key, I would not want a line going up the middle of that key, so I'm not going to ink it there. I'm probably not going to ink it in these other places as well. I just kind of like the way that it works in the very center. I might take it out of there anyway and try to put something else in that space. So anyway, give it a try, and I'll look forward to seeing how your drawings look inked.